Once upon a time, there was a magical island called Fairy Tale Island. It was a place where all the fairy tale characters lived happily ever after. There was a castle, a forest, a lake, and a village. Everyone was friendly and kind to each other. One day, a little girl named Alice decided to visit Fairy Tale Island. She had always loved reading fairy tales and wanted to see them for herself. She packed her backpack with some snacks, a map, and a book of fairy tales. She boarded a boat that took her to the island. When she arrived, she was amazed by the beauty of the island. She saw a rainbow, a waterfall, and a unicorn. She felt like she was in a dream. She decided to explore the island and meet some of the fairy tale characters. She walked along a path that led her to the castle. There, she met Cinderella, who was wearing a beautiful blue dress and glass slippers. She invited Alice to join her for a tea party. Alice was delighted and accepted the invitation. They had a lovely time chatting and eating delicious cakes. Next, Alice went to the forest, where she met Little Red Riding Hood, who was carrying a basket of goodies for her grandmother. She asked Alice if she wanted to come with her to visit her grandmother. Alice agreed and followed her. They met a friendly wolf along the way, who was actually the big bad wolf in disguise. He wanted to eat them, but he pretended to be nice. He asked them where they were going and offered to show them a shortcut. Alice was suspicious and checked her map. She saw that the wolf was lying and that his shortcut was actually a trap. She warned Little Red Riding Hood and they ran away from the wolf. Then, Alice went to the lake, where she met the Little Mermaid, who was swimming with her fish friends. She greeted Alice and asked her if she wanted to swim with her. Alice said yes and put on a pair of goggles and a snorkel. She dived into the water and saw the amazing underwater world. She saw colorful corals, starfish, seahorses, and dolphins. She also saw a shiny pearl, which was actually the Little Mermaid's voice. The Little Mermaid had traded her voice to a sea witch for a pair of legs. She wanted to be human and marry a prince. She told Alice her story and asked her for help. Alice agreed and helped her get her voice back from the sea witch. Finally, Alice went to the village, where she met Jack, who had a magic beanstalk. He told Alice that he had climbed the beanstalk and found a giant's castle in the sky. He had stolen a golden goose, a golden harp, and a bag of gold coins from the giant. He showed Alice his treasures and asked her if she wanted to climb the beanstalk with him. Alice said no and told him that he should return the things he had stolen. She said that stealing was wrong and that the giant would be angry. She convinced Jack to do the right thing and give back the giant's belongings. Alice had a wonderful time on Fairy Tale Island. She met many fairy tale characters and had many adventures. She learned a lot of things and made a lot of friends. She was sad to leave, but she knew she had to go back home. She thanked everyone for their kindness and said goodbye. She boarded the boat that took her back to the mainland. She smiled and waved as the island faded from her sight. She hoped to visit again someday.